Om Namah Shriyati Rajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pad Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Dear Sri Mahendra Bhai, respected teachers, other respected dignitaries present here, dear students, dear friends, it's a great pleasure meeting you all this evening. It's always a pleasure to meet the students and teachers of this great institution and to be always in this wonderful spiritual atmosphere. It's not only the music and the songs and the beautiful shrine, but the vibrations, the spiritual vibrations that are really attracting everyone. In fact, this is my fifth visit to this great institution. My fifth visit to USA and fifth visit to this institution. There is not a single visit to USA which was complete without Vivekananda Vidyapith visit. And it's always a pleasure to be here. In fact, I tell about this great institution wherever I go, whether in America or any other country or even in India, that what Swami Vivekananda told, that what we want is man-making education, character-building education. Here is a beautiful model that has evolved, that is doing such a wonderful work in that direction. In fact, I wish that every state in the United States should have a branch of Vivekananda Vidyapith. And maybe also in India, we require also. Of course, we are trying in our own way because now the new education policy has come, NEP 2020. If it is implemented, that will be wonderful. Otherwise, so far, the education system there has been only to providing the academic education. There is nothing called character building education or value education. That's why we started Vivekananda Institute of Value Education Culture in Porbandar, which was inaugurated by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, then President of India. I told him 16th April 2003, I was at Rashtrapati Bhavan. I told Dr. Kalam, you want to make India a developed country, but I tell you, even if you bring the wealth of the whole World Bank, poverty of the people will not go. GDP will grow, but not the poverty will not go. Why, Swamiji? I said, for the simple reason, the rampant corruption in the country today. That time, I'm talking about 2003, it was much more. What is the solution, Swamiji? I said, only one solution. Swami Vivekananda said, education, education, education alone is the panacea of all our evils. But what type of education? Swami Vivekananda said, what we want is man-making education, character-building education, which is lacking. And that is why we are suffering. Unless until that comes, all that money that will be siphoned away by the dishonest officers. So he said, Swamiji, let us work together. I said, as a first step, you come to Porbandar. We are starting Vivekananda Institute of Value Education Culture, and we want that you should inaugurate it. He agreed. He kept his promise. 12 January 2006, it was Swami Vivekananda's birthday, National Youth Day. He came, he inaugurated the Vivekananda Institute of Value Education Culture, and in his talk, he spoke at length about how Swami Vivekananda inspired Jamshedji Tata to start Indian Institute of Science in India while they were traveling together from India to America, from Japan to Vancouver, from Yokohama. They both boarded the same ship, Empress of India, and they went up to Vancouver together. And that time they had a lot of conversation. At that time, Swami Vivekananda told him. And Jamsetji Tata remembered that. And so he wrote a letter on 23rd November 1898 telling Swami Vivekananda to become the general of the campaign. I know not of a person who can be the general of the campaign for this great work. And I remember our talks during our voyage from Yokohama to Vancouver. So, and he came and then he answered the questions also. They were beautiful questions. So, one of the questions I would like to share, since so many teachers are there. One student stood up and said, "Sir, Operation Duryodhan, Operation Chakravyuh, and other operations have revealed the tip of the iceberg that is rampant corruption in the country today. As the President of India, how do you think about it? Where do you think lies the solution?" So President of India got up. You see, the Parliament has already taken some action on those MPs. And then he took out a book of Swami Vivekananda and read out a portion from the book of Swami Vivekananda, where Swami Vivekananda says, no number of parliament acts can make a nation good, can make a nation great. Then what can make a nation good and what can make a nation great? Only a large number of good enlightened citizens, good people, can make a nation good, can make a nation great. And then he also said, and the government cannot produce good people. And the government will not produce good people. Then who can do it? Only 3 persons can do it. Only 3. Who are they? Father, mother, and the teacher. Nobody else can do it. Father, mother, and the teacher. So value education is a triangle. Student, teacher, parents. All the 3. So when in our Vivekananda Institute of Values and Culture, we have so many programs for teachers, for parents, for students, students of all grades, schools, college students. Every day there are hundreds of students on the campus for a short-term value education program, then there are weekly program, then youth conventions. There are other programs going on for the students, but every program has a content of this value education. So this is a great work being done in America by Vivekananda Vidyapith. And I wish the light that is emanating from here and I met a lot of ex-students, all of them have got that imprint of Vivekananda Vidyapith. What a wonderful discipline. All know stotras. He was referring to the International Youth Conference. When I thought of having an International Youth Conference and we had no money. So we cannot, how to have International Youth Conference? For International Youth Conference, you must have some speakers who are international and you must have also some participants who are international. Now, how to pay the charges of the students or the delegates? So then I devised a method. I contacted Mahendra Bhai. Can you send 25 students and we will arrange their travel to Dwarka, Somnath and everything. That is a motivation, incentive scheme, as also said. But if they come, then our International Youth Conference will really become international. So many from America. And 74 people came, including the parents, teachers, students, 74. So all were amazed. International Youth Conference without any single rupee budget. How is it possible? But it has been done. So because of the cooperation with Sri Mahendra Bhai, Vivekananda Vidyapith, I thought it was a wonderful, so many speakers came and the program went off very well. And of course, afterwards, they had a trip to Dwarka, Somnath, etc. So another trip in Rajkot now. Again, we will take them to Rajkot, Dwarka, Somnath. From there, it is nearby. Dwarka, Somnath, very nearby. In fact, we have proposed to government of Gujarat to start Vivekananda tourist circuit. So within 10 days, the whole bus takes them all the places associated with Swami Vivekananda. Already 3 memorials are there. Limdi, Porbandar, Baroda, where Swami Vivekananda stayed. But there are many more places where Swami Vivekananda stayed. So we have given a proposal that all those places there should be memorials, there should be exhibitions with the latest technology, so that all the youth get with that latest technology, 4D and also holographic, all these types of things. So then they would be very much attracted to that. So this we are trying. So, and recently we had Gujarat Tirth Yatra as a prelude to that Vivekananda tourist circuit, as a sort of a trial. We invited monks from all over India and from other countries. 116 monks came from various parts of India and few from other countries. And from 1st to 9 February this year, we had a Gujarat Tirth Yatra, and they came to Ahmedabad, and from Ahmedabad they were taken to Baroda, from there to Statue of Unity, the 8th wonder of the world, I would say, and from there to Limdi, from Limdi to Rajkot, from Rajkot to Junagadh, Junagadh to Somnath, Somnath to Porbandar, Porbandar to Dwarka, back to Rajkot, from Rajkot to Ahmedabad, whole circuit. And they were so happy, extremely happy, and the whole thing went off very well. 25 vehicles plus 2 buses going round the whole of Gujarat with flag of Ramakrishna Mission. It was 125th anniversary, and we had a public meeting in which 125 monks participate. On 125th anniversary of Ramakrishna Mission, 125 monks. Now, I had a big problem. All these devotees want to meet all the monks. All the devotees, 1500 devotees wanted to meet 125 monks. How is it possible? In one night also is not possible. What to talk of 1 hour? So I devised a method. So we had prepared a special dais, 3-tier system, 3-tier dais. So all the monks can be seen by all the 1500 people here. Now they have to meet personally. So that also I devised a method. I said, please stand up, all those who have come from Bangladesh, all the monks. So they stood up. And they say, you greet all the people, 1500. So they greeted. Okay, Nepal, get up. Okay, Maharashtra, get up. So within 10 minutes, I finished introduction of all the 125 monks to the 1500 people. And it was a great celebration. So we can have one more Gujarat Tirth Yatra for Vivekananda Vidyapith. Not only students, alumni can come, ex-students can come, their parents can come, their teachers can come, and we will have a nice Jatra. Very nice. So I'm very happy. Mahendra Bhai was telling there are 2 choices. One is that you come on 21st, we have Durga Puja, you will get a lot of people. Another thing is that you come on 23rd, very few people. But they would be seriously listening to your talk. That day it will be Durga Puja, this, that, everything going on. So I don't know whether talk, how much they will listen. I said, quality is better than quantity. And he said, there may be very few, but so many have come. I am amazed. On a weekday to get people, very difficult. I understand now, it is my 5th visit. Nothing can be done on weekdays. Everything on weekends only. And everybody, for my lectures also, everybody wanted weekends only. I cannot have 7 weekends in 1 week. So some lectures have to be on weekdays. So that is how today is a weekday. I reached New York, Newark, on 5th from India, non-stop flight of Air India, and then then went on 7th to St. Louis. There were lectures on 8th and 10th. 12th, I went to Chicago. There were lectures on 12th and 13th. There were parlor meetings. 12th and 13th were not major lectures, they were parlor meetings. 14th morning was the real program for which I had come. That is a annual conference of the Dexterity Global organization, which started by the great celebrity Sharad Vivek Sagar, who came to me at the age of 8 years. And from that time, he started reading the books of Swami Vivekananda. And he himself got a scholarship and then came to America in Tufts University. His graduation speech is considered one of the best speeches ever given by anybody. Barack Obama called him twice for his advice on education. He was listed among 30 below 30 in Forbes magazine. He was one of the 100 great leaders of the 21st century according to Rockefeller Foundation. He was also invited for the Nobel Prize Committee by the Queen. So many, he has got so many awards. This Sharad Vivek Sagar is the founder CEO of Dexterity Global. So he had invited me. That is how the whole process started. And that was on 14th morning at Chicago. Then 14th evening, Chicago. Home of Harmony they have started. Beautiful. Home of Harmony. Recently they have started by our Vivekananda Vedanta Society. So there I talked about Swami Vivekananda in Gujarat. And I gave a PowerPoint presentation. On 15th morning, there was annual banquet program. And then 15th evening, another program, very memorable program. On 15th October 1893, Swami Vivekananda delivered his speech in Unitarian Church. Immediately after the Parliament religions, the authorities of Unitarian Church wanted to celebrate 130th anniversary of the speech of Swami Vivekananda delivered there. And they were so much excited. So we all went there, myself, Sarvapriyananji and Ishatmananji. We all went there and they welcomed us and our devotees. They welcomed all the devotees and all the monks with so much enthusiasm. There is a table kept there which was touched by Swami Vivekananda, still maintained by them. They revered the table. That's still there. On the same platform, from the same podium, we all spoke about Swami Vivekananda in Chicago. They were very happy. And a funny thing happened. The photographer, he said, I will say 1, 2, and last will be Swamiji. So he said, 1, 2, Swamiji. Then that abbot of that church, she was so excited. She said, Swamiji, Swamiji. And she started liking Swamiji, Swamiji, Swamiji. I took that opportunity of saying, Swami Vivekananda ki jai. Then all started, Swami Vivekananda ki jai. So in Unitarian Church, Swami Vivekananda entered again. So that is on 15th and then 16th evening, Bloomington, 17th evening at Indianapolis, 18th evening at Cincinnati, 19th I came to Washington DC, 20th at Washington DC, 21st I came here, 22nd morning yesterday, with speech there was in Vedanta Society of New York. So Sarvapriyananda was one of the first to contact me when he came to know there is a possibility of my coming. He said that will be Durga Ashtami day, I will be doing performing puja and you speak. I said then let the topic be living Durga. So I talked about living Durga yesterday. Evening again Prakash Chakravarti, Vivekananda's philanthropic study. There I spoke about Durga. Morning about living Durga, evening about Durga. And today I am here in Vivekananda Vidyapith with all of you. And tomorrow, Triptiben Parik's place, there is an informal talk. It was informal talk, it has become formal now. The topic is Avatar Varishta Sri Ramakrishna. So, Sri Ramakrishna, many people do not know much about Ramakrishna. Vivekananda, they know. So, Avatar Varishta Sri Ramakrishna, that is on 24th and 25th. I go to Vedanta Society, 26th I go to Boston, and Babson College of Management, they organize my talk on 28th and 29th morning, 27th and 28th morning, our Providence, Vedanta Society Providence has organized a program, and I come back on 28th evening, 29th morning, that is at Long Island, this Gayatri Parivar, they organized 2 talks, one for the kids, and one for the parents. And 29th, I come back, and 30th morning is my flight to India. It is the tour of USA is coming to an end very soon. It started just on 5th and ending. But I have to reach there because my ticket is booked already for 3rd for going to Belumat for the heads conference. Come back on 9th and 12th we have Kali Puja and a big mirror. So it's a very crowded program. Within that program, on 3rd Gautamananji left, 4th I left here. So within that tight schedule, I have come here. So it has become more and more hectic schedule, but I am so happy. I'm so happy to meet all of you. The topic that is given there is for the SQ for total success. Now, in 1991, Daniel Goleman made a research and said that EQ is more important than IQ. EQ, emotional intelligence, is more important than IQ. And he gave various types of reasons for that. He also gave a scientific evidence of that. And now the latest discovery of the modern science is SQ. Dana Zohar, she is a professor in Oxford University. She has written a book. The name of the book is SQ, Spiritual Intelligence, the Ultimate Intelligence, where she says, neurologically, biologically, psychologically, physiologically, from every point of view, there is a concluding evidence. There is something called SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. What is IQ? IQ will tell you how to play the game of life. What is EQ? EQ will tell you how to play the game of life under changed circumstances with changed strategies. And what is SQ? SQ will tell you why to play the game of life. What is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? Why we are here on this earth? What do we want to achieve? So at the end of the day, we don't have any regrets. This SQ is very, very important. The purpose of life. Most of the people who are living on this earth as on today do not know the purpose of life. They were never thought about it. I asked many youths, what is the aim of your life? Oh, I want to become this and that, and I want to. Then package this. But what is the ultimate aim of life? I never thought about it. What is the purpose of life? What is the end aim of your life? That is what we have never thought. How are we different from animals? Dana Zohar says, IQ is available with all the species, including computers. EQ is available only with a few species. But SQ is available only with the human species. Just imagine, thousands of years back, our scriptures said 84 lakhs of species are there. 84 lakh, 8.4 million species. Out of that, only human species have got access to spiritual knowledge. Thousands of years back, that's it. And now what modern science says, only human species out of this 125 lakh of species, 12.5 million species. That is the difference. They said 84 lakh, 8.4 million. They are telling 125 lakh, 12.5 million. There is not much difference. They did not have all these instruments at that time, and yet they were so close to it. According to modern science, there are 12.5 millions of species. But modern science also says that SQ is available only with the human species. So this is a special prerogative of a human being, which we have forgotten. What is the difference between man and animal? We have forgotten. Ahar, nidra, bhay, maithunancha, samana metat pashubi naranam, dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshah, dharmena hina pashubi samana. Ahar, nidra, bhay, maithunancha. Most of the people you will find are concerned with these four. Ahar, food, what type of food available, what is the best type of food, what is the menu, Food, food, food. Ahar, nidra, sleep, bhay, afraid, fear, maitunancha, procreating children. These are the four activities most of the human beings are concerned with at present. And these are all the activities of animals also. There is no difference. They also eat, they also sleep, they also get afraid, they also procreate children. So what is the difference? Dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha dharmene hina pashubhi samana. That religion, the spirituality is that what differentiates between man and animal. You take out that spirituality, what you are left with is an animal of 2 legs. That's all. They have 4 legs, we have 2 legs. That's all. But we are animals. Unless and until we have that special prerogative as a human being, if we emphasize on that, we are not different from animals. So Dr. Albert Einstein says in a book, The World as I See It, very small book, where he says the true value of a human being is determined primarily by the measure and the sense in which he has attained to liberation from the self. The true value of a human being is determined primarily by the measure and the sense in which he has attained to liberation from the self. He is talking, Einstein, one of the greatest scientists of the all times, he says the same thing whatever scriptures say, that the goal of human life is to realize God, is to have self-realization, is to reach that ultimate reality, Satchit Ananda, is to reach that ultimate reality with infinite bliss, infinite knowledge, infinite power. That is the goal of human life. That is what our spirituality says, our scripture says. And Einstein also says the same thing, that the true value of a human being is determined primarily by the measure and the sense in which he has attained to liberation from the self. And Lincoln Barnett wrote a book. The name of the book is Einstein and the Universe, where he says man has a unique capacity of transcending himself and perceiving himself in the act of perception. Man has a unique capacity of transcending himself and perceiving himself in the act of perception. Only human being can have that. They can. So Niels Bohr says, he's also a great Nobel Prize physicist. What does he say? Man is an actor and spectator in this great drama of life simultaneously. We are actors also, spectators also, which is not true with any other animals, with any other species. We can do something and we can know also what we are doing. We can be aware of that. That is mindfulness. Become aware of what we are doing. That awareness about ourselves, that only human beings can have. No other species can have that right. This right we have got, fundamental right, that we can have awareness of what we are, actors and spectators in this great drama of life simultaneously. There is a war going on, and Duryodhan and Bhim, they are on the stage, drama. And now Bhim has to give very good hit to Duryodhan, and Duryodhan gets killed. That is the scene. Now, when Bhim is taking the mace in his hand and just tries to give a blow, he knows, I am acting as Bhim, and he knows that fellow is acting as Duryodhan, and he also knows my name is Ram and his name is Shyam. After 5 minutes we are going to have coffee together in the green room. He does not forget that. He is aware who am I. And so he gives a big hit, but at the same time he doesn't give a big hit. People feel that he has given a big hit. But because he knows he is my friend, after 5 minutes we are going to have a coffee in the green room. So he doesn't hit hard. People feel that he is hard. He acts as if he is quite hard. Because we are actors and spectators in this great drama of life simultaneously. There is a beautiful book, Phenomena of Man, by Teilhard de Chardin. Teilhard de Chardin was a botanist, was a scientist, but was a Christian father. His books were not allowed to be published during his lifetime. So posthumously they were published. And one of the best books is The Phenomena of Man. Then he asked this question, what is the difference between a man and an animal? And somebody said intelligence. He said, not necessarily so. Why? Because, for example, you have put your milk in some kitchen and you find next day the cat has stolen that milk from the kitchen. So what you do, you apply your intelligence and keep the milk in some other corner of the house. Next day you find that the cat has already stolen from that point also. So who is more intelligent? So cat has also got intelligence. But then what is the difference? Difference is that cat, she knows how to steal the milk. But she does not know that stealing the milk is good or bad. That power of discrimination is not there. Vivek Buddhi is not there. Power of discrimination is not there. So it is the power of discrimination, Vivek Buddhi, that differentiates between man and animal. And the more a person has got Vivek Buddhi, the more evolved a person is. And the person in whom Vivek Buddhi is 100%, that is Vivekananda. So that is why we worship Vivekananda. Because he has got 100% Vivek Buddhi. Viveka Jananda, Viveka Jananda, Viveka Vairagya, all these in the sloka that you get, full of Viveka, discrimination. So, this Vivek Buddhi, and he says beautifully, Teilhard de Chardin, while a man knows what he knows, an animal does not know what it knows. That is the difference. While a man knows what he knows, an animal does not know what it knows. That is the difference. So, Dara Zuhar says, we are living in a dumb society. We have forgotten the basic purpose of life. There is a beautiful Zen story. A horse was galloping at full speed. Somebody asked, hey, where are you going? He said, ask the horse. Because I am not taking the horse is taking me. So we are not leading the life. Life is leading us. All are going after package, we are going after package. All are going for this car, we are going for this car. We are just like a flock of sheep going. But we are not applying our brain. What is the purpose? Why are we going? Where do we want to go? We are not leading the life. Life is leading us. So that is the objective, is we lead the life. So Danazwar says we are living in a dumb society where we forgot the basic purpose of life. And she gives a beautiful, funny example. By the side of the Mexican coast, there was a management consultant who was sitting there. And just at some distance, there was a boat. A fisherman was sleeping. And it was afternoon. So that management consultant said, hey, why are you sleeping? It is just afternoon. Why are you not fishing? He says, sir, in the morning I got a big catch. I got a big fish. I sold it and I got enough money. And that is enough for me. My quota is over. Huh? Is there any quota system here? You should go and fish more. More and more fish you should get. But what do I do? With extra money, already I've got enough for today. Why? You should deposit. Deposit? He never heard the word deposit. Yes, deposit. Open a bank account and deposit. Then go on depositing. When you got enough, you purchase another boat. So you will get much more fishes and much more money. But what do you do with that money? Again deposit. Likewise, go on depositing, go on getting more and more boats. Then you will have a big fleet of all boats. And you will become CEO of a multinational company. Then you move headquarters from Mexico to New York, open branches all around the world, expand your business. Then, naturally, when you have so many branches, you'll have to travel. So when you have to travel, your BP will be high, you will have bypass surgery. And when there are 3 bypass surgeries and the doctor says no more, then you retire, sell your company, come back to me. I am an investment expert from Harvard. I will tell you how to invest the money, where to invest the money. And when you invest like this, every month you will get fixed income and you will be able to sleep nicely. I was sleeping nicely. It is you woke me up. For sleeping nicely is such a roundabout process. Dana Zohar says, this fisherman has got low IQ, doesn't know. He doesn't know how to make money. But this management has high IQ. He knows how to make money. But this fisherman has got high SQ. He knows the purpose of life is to have happiness and peace. But this management consultant has lower SQ. He doesn't know what is the purpose of life. That does not mean that we should not go for earning more money. Don't take a wrong message. This is the extreme that he has been told. But ultimately what is more important is whether you earn whether you earn more money or less. But purpose of life should not be forgotten, which we have forgotten, the modern man has forgotten. So this is what is SQ about. SQ, when you start developing SQ, spiritual intelligence, you start asking the question, why I am here on this earth? What is the purpose of life? What do I want to achieve before I die? These questions, fundamental questions, with that a person goes on evolving. And when that discrimination comes, then this SQ more and more comes. So how to develop SQ? That is now the $1 million question. They have given in that book a lot of methods. They have given how to develop SQ, how to measure SQ, what are the parameters of judging SQ, unselfishness, servant leadership, and compassion, empathy, so many things they have written. But somehow or the other, I am not satisfied with what they are telling. The best that has been given for development of SQ is by Swami Vivekananda. How to develop SQ. He has given the whole gist of Vedanta in one paragraph in his book on Raj Yoga. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal of human life is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature external and internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy. By one or more or all of these, be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines, dogmas, rituals, temples, churches, mosques are but secondary details. What is the main thing? Manifesting the divinity within. How? By controlling nature external and internal. How this can be done? By 4 yogas. Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. What is Raj Yoga? Raj Yoga is Ashtanga Yoga Patanjali. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. So asana, this Yama 5, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha, Ahimsa. Niyam also 5, Shauch, Santosh, Tap, Swadhyay, Ishwar Pranidhana. So 5 Niyama and 5 Yama, 5 Niyama. So Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan. Last Samadhi, culminating the top. Samadhi, you get absorbed in the absolute. When you get infinite happiness, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, equivalent to what is told in Jnana Yoga of self-realization, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham, when you become one with that ultimate reality, when you become one with infinite knowledge, existence and bliss, the same condition of mind. The same thing comes when you transcend the limitations of time and space and reach that ultimate reality. So samadhi state is yogas chitta vritti nirodha. When that is the definition given right in the first sutra itself, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, yogas chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta vritti, all the vrittis, they cease, and so there is complete peace. It's not very easy. We have to go step by step. At present, what we are trying, when we are trying for meditation, there are some people say, I'm meditating. It is not meditation. Technically speaking, it is pratyahar. What is pratyahar? You are meditating on a particular pratyaya. Pratyaya can be anything. It can be a simple lamp. It can be a holy image of a holy personality. It can be any pratyaya. So what you are trying to do is to concentrate on a pratyaya. Then mind again goes out of that. Again you bring it back. Again it goes out. Again you bring back to the pratyaya. That is called pratyahara. Then comes dharana. If you can fix your mind full concentration without a break for 12 continuous seconds, continuous 12 without any break, that is called dharana. 12 seconds into 12 seconds. It's 144 seconds, 2.5 minutes. If you can do that, meditate, concentrate, that is dhyana. And 12 seconds to 12 seconds to 12 seconds, almost half an hour, that is samadhi. Even 12 second dharana itself is so difficult. Mind is wandering here and there. Swami Vivekananda says mind is like a monkey, always jumping. And then the modern mind is having, is a still more, he gives a simile. A monkey was there and somebody made the monkey drink a lot of wine. So he's jumping more. And then a scorpion stung him, still jumping more. And then a ghost entered into him. Now see the jumping of the monkey. That is the monkey mind we are having, already very restless. And then day and night we are drinking the wine of desire. I want to have this, I want to have that, I want to go there, I want this. There's so many desires. So more intoxication, more jumping, more restless. Then scorpion of jealousy, stings. More restless. And then the ghost of ego enters. You see that is the restless mind with which we have to negotiate. But it is possible. It is possible. It's not impossible. And don't think it is an easy thing. So if you find it is difficult, you are traveling in the same boat with us. But if you say that I get samadhi immediately, then there is something wrong. Maybe you have to now admitted in mental hospital. Many people come to us that I am having samadhi. I said, now this is the time to admit you. There's something some they take up and then they are not able to get rid of it. That my kulini is awakened, now it is not going down. Who told you to push it up? So many things are happening. They take something from the internet and without any proper guidance, so many people are playing with the fire. It's very difficult. You have to have discipline. The mind is not that easy. So it will be difficult, but not impossible. Even Arjuna, Arjuna, who could just, such a power of concentration of mind, when you say Arjuna, who could see the eye of the parrot? Drona asked his guru, what do you see? Not the tree, not the bird, only the eye of the bird. That was the concentration of mind of Arjuna. That Arjuna, when Sri Krishna says in 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that you try to have meditation and he gives all the meditation tips, then Arjuna, like us, says, yes, what you said is right, but, there is a big but my mind is so restless that I find it more difficult to control than to control the wind in the fist. Chanchalami mana Krishna pramati balavadridham tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. I find it more difficult than controlling the wind in the hand. And Sri Krishna does not say, hey, what? We are talking like a fool. In the second chapter when we see Arjuna says, I will not fight, after seeing all those so many people out in the opposite army, he gets afraid and he becomes full of cowardice and he sits down, no, I will not fight. Then Sri Krishna says, Kutasva kashamalabidam vishme samupasthitam anyaryam ajustam aswargyam akirtikaramajuma Clavium masmagam partha naitvattu upapaddate shudram hriday dorbalyam taktotishta parantapa. Get up, give up this faint-heartedness. This does not befit thee, and uses the very big word, shock therapy, because he knows Arjuna is suffering from neurosis. So shock therapy is required. So he gives us shock therapy. The word he uses is Clavium masmagam partha. This does not befit thee. Unmanliness does not befit thee. Unmanliness. If you tell a man his unmanliness, he will become very angry. He wanted to make him angry. Sri Krishna wanted Arjuna. He was in a different type of wood. Claibyam mas magamha partha, naitvati upapaddate, kshudram hriday dorbalyam, taktotishta parantava. Get up and fight. But when Arjuna says, oh, I find this mind is very difficult to control, Sri Krishna, and more difficult than controlling the fist and controlling the wind in the fist. He doesn't say, what? You are talking like a fool, talking like a coward. No. What does he say? Asanshayam mahabaho, monodurnigraham chalam. Yes, Arjuna, you are right. This mind is very difficult to control. But then the second line is most important. Abhyas enuta kaunteya vairagyanisya grihiyate. By abhyas and vairagya, you will be able to control that mind. It's not impossible. So two methods have been told. Abhyas means practice. Practice makes a man perfect. Every day at the appointed time you have to meditate. Appointed time is very difficult. If you are meditating today at 5, tomorrow 6, the day after tomorrow 7, that will not help much. Even if you are meditating 5 minutes, meditate at this appointed time, then what happens? The mind gets attuned to that. It becomes a habit with the mind to meditate at that time. So regularity, regular practice is required. But that is not only enough. Abhyas, vairagya. Vairagya does not mean you take up monastic life only. Vairagya means detachment, spirit of detachment. If you're too much attached, you will not be able to concentrate. Attached to any human being, attached to any person, attached to anything, attached to any one particular, then it's not possible. Detachment is required. That attachment should be given up. Then only the practice will be of avail. 4 drunkards, they got together in a moonlit night, and they thought, let us have a ride in the river, boat ride. So they took the boat, started rowing one after another. Whole night they rowed. They had drunk nice wine. In the morning when the sunrise came, the rays came, and their intoxication came little less. And they started telling, hey, whole night I have rowed this. My arms are paining. What? I have got more than that. My arms are paining. All the 4, okay, but so much we have done. But where have we reached? Oh, yes, there is a bank. There is a bank of the river we have reached. Let us see. They got down and they saw they were at the same place from they had started. Why? Because they rowed whole night, but they forgot to leave the anchor. So if you don't leave the anchor and go on rowing whole night, nothing will happen. If you do not lift the anchor of attachment, and if you practice, then the boat of concentration of mind will not move even 1 inch. But if you lift the anchor without practice also, it will go someplace. So that sense of detachment is a must. These are the two methods. Abhyas enuto kaunte, vairagyanisya grihyate. Same two methods are told by Patanjali. Abhyas vairagyabhyam tan nirodha. Once Swami Shardananji was asked this question by devotee. Maharaj, please some simple method of controlling the mind. Then Shardananji was, if I had known, I would have told you. But I don't know. I know only those two methods, which is told by Sri Krishna, Abhyas and Vairagya. Vairagya. These are the two methods I know. Bapu jadi jantam, tumaki boltam. If I had known, I would have told you. But I know only these two methods, Abhyas and Vairagya. So this we have to do. That is Raj Yoga. Gradually we reach that state. After long practice, we reach the state of Dhyana. First with Dharana, then Dhyana, and then Samadhi. So that is the goal of Raj Yoga. Then there is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is repeating the mantra, prayer, and loving the Lord thy God with all thy strength, with all thy heart. Loving the God. Devotion, bhakti. So that is Bhakti Yoga. Then there is Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga is trying to know our true nature. Who am I? Trying to know. Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan, they are telling what is the true nature. Think about it. First of all, listen, then think about it, conjugate, then meditate on that. Then, who am I? Am I the body? No, today my body is weak, so I am not the body. Am I the mind? No, today my mind is not good, so I am not the mind. Am I the intellect? No, today my intellect is not working, so I am not the intellect. Then am I the ego? No, my ego is very strong, I will tell you. So I have got the ego, I have got the brain, I have got the mind, I have got the body. Then who am I? I am Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am that Atman, blissful, ever blissful. That is always there, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, infinite existence. That is the nature of that Atman. I am that. So this Jnana Yoga is knowing that ultimate reality with cogitation, with thinking, with intellect. And then from intellect we go to the inner awakening gradually. That is Jnana Yoga. And then finally is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is converting work into worship. Each and every work can be converted into worship by dedicating the fruits of the work to the Lord. Dedicating the work and the fruits of the work. So, the simplest solution is karmani vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phale heturubhu mate sangosta akarmani. You have the right to the karma, to the action, not to the fruits thereof. You do your action by very simple law of action, by simple law of karma, you will get the result. But don't have any attachment for the result. Don't think of it. It will come. Somebody says, why should I work if I don't get the result? You will get the result. But if you think about the result, then your mind will be cogitated. You will not be able to do work perfectly. So, yoga karmasu kaushalam. Buddhi yukta jahatiha ube sukrita dushkrute tasmat yogaya yujasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. So, that yoga is dexterity in action. So, that yoga we have to practice where zero defect comes. That will come only if we are not attached to the results. So try to work with unselfishly, unselfishness and sense of detachment. These are the two values which will convert work into worship, which will convert karma into karma yoga. So a senior monk asked me, what are you doing? Karma bhoga or karma yoga? Because everything karma bhoga. Whatever work you do, it is karma bhoga. If you do good action, you will get good result. If you do bad action, bad result. That's all. But karma yoga, yoga means union with the self and the union between the self and the supreme self. Atman and Paramatman, God and Jiva. This union can take place only when work is converted into worship. So they asked, what is the simple method of converting work into worship? I say sandwich sadhana. Sandwich, you know how to prepare sandwich. You take a piece of bread and then put cheese, butter, whatever, cucumber, something, whatever you want to put, you put there, and then put another piece of bread. That is, sandwich is ready. So morning you get up as far as possible. Many people cannot get up early morning. Brahma Murta is the best, but anyway, you have got your shift duty and all that. So I don't know whether it's possible. As early as possible, when you get up, whatever time you get up is your Brahma Murta, don't worry. You say, my Brahma Murta. So when you get up, the first thing you have to do is, oh Lord, whatever work I will do is dedicated unto you. And the fruits also dedicated unto you. That is one piece of bread. Now go on putting the masala, cheese, butter, whatever. That is whole day you are working. Night again, oh Lord, whole day whatever I worked, the whole work is dedicated to you, and the fruits also dedicated to you. Another piece of bread, sandwich is ready. Then you can make small sandwiches also. That is, when you go to the office, oh Lord, whatever I do in the office, that work I have dedicated to you, and the fruits are dedicated to you. Come back from the office, whatever I did in the office, dedicated to you, and the fruits also dedicated to you. So this is sandwich sadhana, converting work into worship, more of unselfish. And Swami Vivekananda says, at long last you will understand that the best way to become happy is to see that others are happy, and the best way to get peace of mind is to pray for others' peace of mind. That is Karma Yoga. And Swami Vivekananda wrote a very inspiring letter to Maharaj of Mysore. My dear prince, this life is short. The vanities of this world are transient. In this short life, they alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. And Swami Vivekananda, when he was in America, after he got such a great success in the Parliament of World's Religions and World's Parliament Religions, and then he was invited everywhere. He had to stay back for 3 more years in America. At that time, the richest person in the world was John D. Rockefeller in 1894. And at that time, he was passing through a very bad phase of his life, and all his hair had grown, and he had gone, and he has become bald. He had emaciated. He was on the verge of death, and the doctors had predicted not more than a few months he is going to survive. That was the condition of Rockefeller. At that time, somebody suggested, why don't you go and meet an Indian yogi who has come to my friend's house? What? I have to go to a beggar to get advice? I'll not go. You know, we are beggars. We survive on charity. I'll not go. And he did not go. One fine morning, he came to the place of residence where Swamiji was staying. He called the bell. The butler opened the door. Swamiji was not in his drawing room. So without being announced, he entered the study room of Swamiji. And as you know, Swamiji had tremendous power of concentration. So he was fully absorbed in reading the book. And Rockefeller stood for some time. Then he knocked at the table. Then Swami Vivekananda looked up. Rockefeller said, I am Rockefeller. Swami Vivekananda said, what do you want? Now, he was not prepared for this type of treatment. Rockefeller means the president of America would get up from the seat, and here is the fellow, the beggar, sitting and asking, what do you want? He became very much annoyed. I don't want anything. Then why have you come? Now, he had no reply. He had come without invitation. Then Swami Vivekananda said, my dear Rockefeller, I know why you have come. You come here because you do not have peace of mind. And then he started narrating many incidents from the life of Rockefeller, which no one else knew except Rockefeller. And he became excited. Who has told all this thing to you? Then Swami Vivekananda smiled and said, do you think it is necessary? Somebody should tell me. I can see through your mind as I can see through a glass shelf. Then he became non-plussed. My God, he has come to know all my secrets. Then Swami Vivekananda said, my dear Rockefeller, my dear friend, remember, you are not the owner of your wealth. You are a custodian of your wealth. Utilize this money for removing the sufferings of millions of people. Immediately you will get peace of mind. There is no other way by which you can get peace of mind. And Rockefeller was so much angry. How do you dare you talk to me like this? And he left abruptly as he had come. After about a week, again he came. Again he called the bell, the butler opened the door. Again he went inside. Swamiji was not in his drawing room, so he went to the study room. Swamiji was fully absorbed. Then he knocked at the table. Then Swamiji looked up. Then he put a piece of paper on his table in which he had made an announcement of a very huge donation for a public cause. When Swami Vivekananda read it, Rockefeller said, now you must thank me. I followed your advice. Swami Vivekananda said, well, it is for you to thank me. Because by following my advice, you will get peace of mind which cannot be purchased by millions of dollars. So that is Karma Yoga, working for others, trying to feel for others. That Karma Yoga is very necessary in this modern age. So these are the 4 yogas. Swami Vivekananda says each and every yoga is independently capable of leading you to the manifestation of the divinity, which is the very purpose of life. And that is what is SQ. Development of SQ will come by manifesting the divinity. How? By practicing these 4 yogas. And every yoga is independently capable. What do you want? You practice. Then Swami Vivekananda was asked this question: which yoga is better? He said, whatever is better for you, you practice. Then what do you practice? He said, I practice all the 4 yogas simultaneously. And Romarola says Swami Vivekananda rode on all the 4 horses simultaneously. So Swami Vivekananda says, if you want an integrated personality, all our faculties should be utilized. Maximum utilization of faculty. God has given us hands, work for the Lord, Karma Yoga. God has given the mind, meditate with that mind on God. You got the heart, you love the Lord thy heart like God, Bhakti Yoga. And then intellect, you reason out who are you, that Gyan Yoga. So try to make utilize of all the faculties, maximum utilization of all the faculties. So practice all the 4 yogas simultaneously. So you will find when Swami Vivekananda was in New York, he was told that there should be an emblem, a registered emblem for a book was to be published. So then what he did was, he was in a breakfast table. There was an envelope that had come in the post. So he opened the envelope. Nowadays no post, all email. But that time there was post only. So post had come, he opened the envelope, and then second side there was vacant, there was blank. There he made a design of the emblem, the registered emblem of Ramakrishna Mission, which later became, and then he sent this design. Based on that emblem was prepared. But he designed it, he prepared the rough design sitting on the table on breakfast, and he sent it to India. That emblem was finally that came. You will find in all our publications of Ramakrishna Mission, that is a registered emblem, nobody else can use it. So what does it envelope say? You must have seen that emblem. There is a serpent. Now, serpent denotes Raj Yoga. Why? When the Kundalini power rises from the Muladhara and goes up to Sahasrara, it moves in a serpent manner. So it has a serpentine power. It is called serpentine power. Kundalini power is called serpentine power. That denotes Raj Yoga. And the flower, lotus, denotes love, religion of love, Bhakti Yoga. Waves of water are the waves of karma, that is Karma Yoga. The sun denotes knowledge, Jnana Yoga. And inside there is a Hansa, and here written Tanno Hansa Prachodayat. That is how Hansa is equal to Paramhansa is equal to Paramatman achieved. This is how the vision of the Paramatman is achieved. How? By combining all the 4 yogas. That is the emblem of Ramakrishna Mission, and that gives the message that you must practice 4 yogas in daily life simultaneously and develop this SQ and manifest the divinity and develop this SQ. So how the monks of Ramakrishna order, how do they eat? How do they do it? Morning we get up, we have Mangalarti and all that. So there is Bhakti Yoga, then we have chanting from Bhagavad Gita, there is Gyan Yoga, then we meditate also. That is Raj Yoga. Evening again there is a evening prayer. Khandana Bhavabandhana, Jagavandhana Banditomai. There is evening prayer, Bhakti Yoga. Then we have reading from Gospel, that is Gyan Yoga. Then we have meditate there, that is Raj Yoga. And whole day, Karma Yoga. Every monk has to do some work. Some may work in the hospital, some may work in a dispensary, some may work in the education institution, somebody work in the office, somebody work in the kitchen. Everybody has been allotted some duty. Karma Yoga is a must for the modern age because it is a double profit that gives. In Gujarat, if you want to say something, first thing you will ask, ફાયદો શું થશે? પહેલા એ बताओ ફાયદો શું થશે? એટલે હું કહું ડબલ ફાયદો થશે. डबल फायदे की बात बता रहा हूं मैं, डबल प्रॉफिट. जैसे those who are served, they will get फायदा, they will get profit, they will get either clothes, house, food, and those Who will be serving? They will get God, infinite knowledge, infinite existence, infinite bliss, double faida. So double profit. That is Karma Yoga. That is Seva Yoga. Swami Vivekananda gave maximum emphasis on Seva Yoga for the modern age because it is double faida. Not only that, you are benefited. When you practice meditation in the Himalayas or in the shrine, you will get God. But what happens to others? But here, what you are doing, you are working for others, you also get God realization, and the other person also gets service. So this Karma Yoga or Seva Yoga was given prominence based on Sri Ramakrishna, his master's message, Shiva Jnane Jeev Seva, worship the divine in human beings. So these four yogas have to be combined. I have already surpassed my time, so I don't know whether time will be there for question answer, but this is the thing. The modern science has proved. Now many people are talking about KQ, karmic quotient. Many are talking about social quotient, SQ. But where is the document, where is the scientific proof? Here in this book, they have given the scientific proof about SQ. For example, IQ is serially connected neurons, traits that allow the brain to think logically and rationally. That is IQ. EQ, bundle of up to 100,000 neurons connected in a haphazard manner, which basis of associated thinking, emotion driven intelligence. And what is SQ? Neural process in the brain which is responsible for unifying and giving meaning to our experiences. So neurologically it has been proved neurologically. They have found the God spot. Ramchandran, Dr. V. Ramchandran has made a research in 1997. There is a God spot. They say now when there is a shikha, people say, oh, it is an antenna. He is receiving knowledge. That is true. Whenever they found this God spot, whenever you talk about God or any spiritual thing, there is this particular portion is activated. So they have discovered God spot. God spot means they have not discovered God. God spot means when you talk about God or any spiritual thing, this particular point that gives more of energy and more of vibrations in the particular machine. So whatever it is, so neurologically, physiologically, biologically, psychologically, from every point of view, they have established that there is something called SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. So if we want to develop SQ, but about that, the modern science has yet to find out. Swami Vivekananda has already given us how to develop SQ, how to manifest the divinity, how to get the infinite knowledge, bliss and absolute by practicing these four yogas in daily life. So I am thankful to Mahendra Bhai for inviting me and for giving me this opportunity of meeting you all. Let us try to practice these four yogas in daily life and try to manifest the divinity and fulfill the basic purpose of life and develop SQ. Our humble salutation at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharda Devi, Swami Vivekananda and Ma Durga. Rightly it is Navami or Dasmi, whatever it is, it's a great occasion when Mother Durga is being worshipped, not only all over India, but in all over the world. So our humble salutation to them, and I pay my respect to the divinity present in all of you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tassat. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.